At a dinner party, a man overheard another guest confidently misquote a famous line. The guest insisted the quotation came from the Bible. The man knew it actually came from Shakespeare. Certain he was right, he corrected him. The other guest pushed back. The discussion quickly turned into an argument. Fortunately, an old friend was sitting nearby, not just any friend, a genuine Shakespeare scholar who knew the source beyond any doubt. The man turned to him, expecting the matter to be settled immediately. Instead, the scholar looked him directly in the eye and said, "You're mistaken. The gentleman is right." He knew that wasn't true. He said it anyway. And the reason why reveals one of the most valuable lessons you'll ever learn about people. Later that night on the ride home, the man confronted his friend. "You knew I was right." "Of course I did," the scholar replied. "Then why did you say otherwise?" The answer was simple. Why embarrass someone in front of a room full of people? Why hand him a public defeat he never asked for? Would proving him wrong make him like you more? Would it improve the evening? Would it change anything important? That conversation revealed a truth the man never forgot. You cannot truly win an argument. If you lose it, you lose. And if you win it, you often lose anyway. Here's the trap. The moment someone says something incorrect, every instinct urges us to correct them. We want to set the record straight. We want the facts acknowledged. We want to be right. And sometimes we succeed. We present better evidence. We dismantle the other person's position. We prove our point beyond question. But look closely at what actually happened. You may have won the argument, yet you've made the other person feel foolish. You've bruised their pride. You've threatened their self-image. And people rarely respond to that by changing their minds. Instead, they defend themselves. They dig in. They justify. They search for reasons to disagree even more. You won the point, but you lost the person. There was once a truck salesman who learned this lesson the hard way. By nature, he loved a good argument. Whenever a customer criticized his trucks, he immediately fought back, and he was good at it. He could out-argue almost anyone. Afterward, he often felt victorious. He had proved them wrong. He had won. The only problem was that he wasn't making sales. Customers left unconvinced. Some left annoyed. Many never returned. Eventually, he changed his approach. When someone praised a competitor's truck, he stopped arguing. Instead, he would say, "That's a fine truck. You can't go wrong with it." Suddenly, the tension disappeared. There was nothing left to fight about. The customer relaxed. The conversation continued. And only then would he explain what his own trucks did well. Before long, he became one of the company's top salespeople. He stopped winning arguments and started winning customers. History offers the same lesson again and again. Many great leaders understood that forcing people into a corner rarely changes them. Even when you overpower someone's argument, you almost never gain their goodwill. And goodwill is often worth more than being right. The strongest communicators understand something that most people miss. Disagreement doesn't always require combat. Sometimes it requires curiosity, patience, and a willingness to see why the other person believes what they believe. That sounds simple, but this is where the real challenge begins. The hardest part isn't staying quiet. It's controlling the immediate urge to defend yourself, the urge to strike back, the urge to prove your intelligence, the urge to win. Real strength often looks different. It sounds like, "That's an interesting point. I hadn't thought of it that way. You might be right." Those words aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of confidence. Only secure people can afford not to fight every battle. And here's the reality hiding underneath all of this. Every argument carries a cost. Even when you win, you may gain the point, but lose trust, lose goodwill, lose influence, lose the relationship. That's why the smartest path is often refusing to step into the ring at all. Let people keep their dignity, protect the relationship, focus on the outcome rather than the victory. Because a person convinced against their will usually holds the same opinion still. So stop trying to win arguments. Start trying to understand people. That's the only victory that lasts.